Hi, I'm Pierre Lemire. I'm the CEO of Kent Imaging, and I'm back with another great clinical experience in our ongoing series of sponsored continuing medical education. Before we get into today's session, I want to speak a little bit more about Kent Imaging. At Kent Imaging, we're focused on leveraging technology to bring better tools to physicians that result in reduced complications for patients and better outcomes. That brings us to our flagship product, Snapshot NIR. Snapshot leverages near-infrared spectroscopy to measure the oxygenated and deoxygenated hemoglobin in superficial tissue. This provides a new measurement for physicians to better understand what's happening in that superficial tissue in the microvascular. So in today's session, you'll see Snapshot NIR featured in an interview hosted by Frank and Lizzie with Dr. Naz Wahab. Dr. Wahab is a primary care physician and wound care specialist with wound care experts in Las Vegas, Nevada. There are three things I'd like to highlight in today's session. The first is that we all know that wounds can be deceptive. And Dr. Wahab shows how she uses Snapshot NIR to better understand what's happening in a real case. So she takes us through an amputation case where she takes regular images using Snapshot NIR that allows her to see the progression of what's happening in that wound. The second is how Dr. Wahab uses Snapshot NIR to identify which patients are strong candidates for advanced therapies, such as hyperbarics or advanced skin substitutes. And the third is how Dr. Wahab uses Snapshot NIR to engage patients in their care. And so Dr. Wahab shares her experience of how getting the patient engaged to see for themselves how their wound is progressing is improving the outcomes that she's getting. This is viewed by Dr. Wahab as a real game changer for success. Frank Aviles and Lizzie Faust do a great job in this session of really learning and interviewing Dr. Wahab to understand how this device works. It's not just a pretty picture. It's a powerful tissue oxygenation camera using near-infrared spectroscopy to capture and really understand what's happening at the critical microvascular level. So before I leave you, I'd like to ask you this. What are you doing to measure the microvascular? Please hit the link below to enjoy this informative segment of the Frank and Lizzie Show, and happy learning.